Welcome back to Junk Joe Reseller Podcast. My name's Jay.
And I'm Ray. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Yeah,
Jeez.
thanks for joining us, guys. It's a new year now. It's January 3rd at the time of this recording. And, I hope you guys have a great, great, great new year. So how was your new year, Ray?
It was good. It was actually really nice. New Year's Eve, me and my wife, we went out to a Japanese restaurant, and
Oh, wow.
yeah, we went out. One that I think I told you about before, the one that brings you food with the
Yeah.
robots.
Mm-hmm.
There's
Me
not.
and my
There's
wife haven't tried yet. We were talking about. I was
Yeah,
talking
we'll have to
about.
go because we want to go again already. It's so good, like
Yeah.
so good. I mean, I go there and I try all kinds of different things I've never had and all, and it's pretty reasonably priced. So everything is around, like, I'd say most things are around like $4 to $7 each, and you just keep ordering like whatever you want, and
Yeah, and they just bring
you
it
know,
out. That's cool.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
That's
yeah,
something. That's
yeah,
something different. Feels like that's a place I always like to go to, is like Japan. But
yeah,
if I can just
yeah.
have it here in Maryland, a little slice of Japan, I'll love
Well, that's
it.
the cool thing too, and it's like an experience when you go somewhere like that, and it like you step in there and you don't even feel like you're. It's nothing like any other restaurant that I've really been to. It's really cool. But how was your New Year's?
um, didn't really do anything. I went to church on New
Yeah,
Year's, and we had a little thing over there, and did a little worship service, and ate a little bit of food, and just kind of hung out with people, which I thought it was pretty cool. And we're talking about Japanese food, but me and my wife's going to start a new YouTube channel.
okay,
And it's going to be taste testing Dollar Tree food. So like
Dollar.
our first episode is going to be like Chinese. We got Chinese egg rolls. They
Yeah,
made
okay,
lobster, egg roll, shrimp, chicken, no vegetable egg
okay,
rolls. We're gonna kind of cook it up. How
yeah.
it has in the packet, and then show it off, and then take bites and try it out. My wife, has her palate's not really refined, or maybe it is refined because I can't wait for people to see their face because she'll run right to the trash can and spit it out. She'll be like,
Yeah,
yeah. She don't like it, so it's gonna
that's
be. I
funny.
think it's gonna be pretty hilarious. We haven't filmed yet, but we're gonna maybe film today, tomorrow.
Okay,
Yeah,
that's cool.
and it's
So,
gonna our channel is gonna be Frugal Foodies. Oh, I
okay,
bet not. Yeah, well, we'll have it.
so you ought to go because I know you said you're gonna do the Dollar Tree, but you ought to give that other grocery store I told you about too a shot because they just have a lot of random stuff.
Yeah, no, we will. We're gonna try different
Yeah,
spots because
yep,
it's the Dollar Tree is limited. I mean,
yeah,
so
yeah. Especially the ones around here. There's nothing hardly ever in the freezer
mm-hmm.
section anymore. They're usually
No,
cleared out. I
you
don't
got
know.
to go to different ones. Different ones seem like it has different things. Not all of them carry
Mhm.
they carry mostly the same thing, but
Yeah,
there are a few limited products
yeah.
on it.
Have you ever bought anything at Dollar Tree to resell?
Oh, absolutely.
Really? What?
Yeah. My best item for resale was a Dragon Ball Z uh, put together figures. They
Okay.
were they came as like you had to put the legs together, arms, the whole head, the whole body. And
Okay.
they were $1, and I went to every Dollar Tree I could think of and bought every one they had. And I took it to the flea market and sold them all
Oh
for
wow.
$5 a piece. And then there's people that wanted them put together, so I brought my wife's cousins in to sit at the table and work. And they paid people, I think it was $3 or $4 to put the. I'm sorry about that. I had
No,
a healthcare question.
you're
Oh, you
fine.
think you can answer that for me? To put together
The
uh,
figures.
the figures.
Yeah,
Yeah, people were buying them too.
that's good.
Yeah,
That's awesome. That's
I
cool.
went to a thing and they only gave me a 30-day supply, and I was wondering why they only gave me 30 days, where it should have been 90-day supply of my medication.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
And it takes forever to get the answer back.
Yeah,
Okay, so will you, once
Yeah.
you get the rest in, can I pick
So,
up
that's
the...
crazy.
oh yeah, I was just listening to what they were saying.
Yeah,
Yeah, a certain amount of it to give out.
that's crazy.
That is nuts.
Yeah,
You're gonna put it.
and no one's ever told me.
On his file.
Yeah, I just had an issue with my prescriptions I was getting too. They
All right, and you'll put it
all
on
of a sudden, because I was wondering why I was paying a little more,
22 days.
and then pharmacy said that the other day or whatever, I went up there to pick up actually my wife's prescription. The one was like, do you have insurance? I'm like, yeah, like it should be on there. It's literally been on there. She's like, oh, and like so she looks it up, and then she's like, well, I was wondering why it was kind of high in price. She's like, we actually don't take your insurance. I'm like, well, we should have been like 6 months.
Yeah.
So
that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. I'm like 6 months I've been going through, like, I mean, I would say the past few months it jumped up in price. So I'm like, why? I just thought, well, maybe it just went up in price because everything's inflated. Like,
yeah,
everything's going up in price. That I don't really have room to argue. I'm not going to argue that if it's something I need or whatever, then yeah, but it's just crazy. So we had to have we're having our prescriptions switched, and my wife just literally just had it switched from Harris Teeter to the pharmacy I use. So I'm like, what? Like, that's just weird. I don't know, but yeah. But getting back to the Dollar Tree, I know I've sold when I sell I had some decals that I bought. Like, they have all the different characters. Like, they might have, I think I bought like the Minions and like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Frozen, like different Disney characters and that kind of stuff. Yeah, they had these wall decals back back when they were $1. I know they're $1.25 now, but I used to easily sell them for $4 or $5.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to buy every single one in the one they had too. Like, every time I'd go, I'd check and see if there was any back there, any different character ones and stuff like that. And I buy and put them on Macari or eBay or whatever. I sold a lot more on Macari for some reason, I think, but
I love it, man. There's so much. I mean, if you get the right thing, like I know those ones, the Dragon Ball Z's I was talking about. I went to as many as I could find and bought as many as I could get until they sold out. Because those kind of products are just like a one-time thing, and they just disperse from different stores, and when they're gone, they're gone.
Yeah. It's weird how they have stuff like that, though, isn't it?
Yeah, I know. I think about what they paid for it.
Yeah. But like how much? It's not even just like that kind of stuff. I mean, I've seen name brand like cereal that's like the family size boxes for of Cheerios or Honey Nut Cheerios and stuff for $1.25.
Yeah, they have them now.
Yeah, well, that's what I mean. They'll go through periods where they'll have them, but it's not all the time. Obviously, they sell out really quick, but like, it's crazy. No, there isn't a grocery store around that's offering even the off-brand for $1.25, let alone especially in the family size.
Yeah, a good thing to do would be buy them up, and I mean, you're not going to make a ton of money off them. You turn around and sell them for $2 a piece, and you make $7. But you'd have to sell, a load to make any.
Yeah, well, the family size, I think a lot of those people that I see at the flea market, they sell them for like probably about $2.50, $3 a piece because they're the larger ones. If you get some of those, I mean, yeah, I just don't like always selling stuff like that because expiration dates.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me, I got some kind of supplement type thing I bought at TJ Maxx. I think TJ Maxx or something like that months ago, and I didn't sell one of them. I kept lowering the price because I knew it was getting closer to expiration. They just expired because it turned January.
That sucks.
Yep. I think I literally had them all the way down to like $3.99 or whatever. Like, but I had them up to, I think, $15 a piece at one point. But they're like some kind of hair or nail type supplements or something like that. But what were they? I think they were only like $1 a piece. So I was like, I'm not losing, really anything, but I'm probably gonna pull them off and just, I don't even know what I'm gonna do with them.
You might have to take them to the flea market.
Yeah.
Do something at the flea market with them or see.
I'll bring them 1 week and just sit them out on your table.
Yeah, bring them 1 week, sit them at the table, make money of it,
I just want my money back.
Here's a messed up take though. Another thing that people might not find like great, but I bought and sold toilet paper from the Dollar Tree. 4 rolls of Scott's
What, during pandemic?
during the pandemic.
Made $900.
So you're the reason why I had such a hard time. So I'm kidding.
Yeah, I would go to the things and try to buy. It was only Scott's though, because it looked like it was name brand,
Yeah,
and
you're the reason I couldn't wipe my ass for a few days.
I'm probably the reason. And I sold them. Man, they were just. I spent $1, and they were
Yeah,
about. What were we selling them for? El? I thought it was like 10. Wasn't it like $10 a 4-pack? Yeah, it was 4 rolls. You got a pack for $10. Just
see, I'm lucky. My wife worked at a grocery store, so she would always put one aside or something like that when we needed it. And then even that's frowned upon. But I'm like, they work there. They, you know what I mean? They're the ones putting it on the shelf. They better get one.
I'll tell you what. Another thing was really good was it was Clorox wipes, the
Mm-hmm.
big
Yep.
things where you just pull them out of the top.
Yep.
They were selling for us at $65 a container.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember back then too? Like, I mean, look, I always see, especially around the holidays, people get creative. They'll take a bunch of dollar store items or different things put together in like a basket and all. People are doing that with cleaning supplies and making buckets,
They were
cleaning
making
buckets.
buckets.
You know,
Yeah.
they have your Clorox wipes and your hand sanitizer or all kinds of, like, they have like roll of paper towels and different like cleaning supplies and all in there.
Oh yeah, they were doing well. They were
Yeah.
selling the heck out of it.
Yep.
Absolutely, they were.
Yep.
And
That's like an adult Easter basket.
mhm. I think I mean I filled my one day I just filled my whole cart with it that sold on eBay. Just
Hmm.
nothing but front to back, nothing but toilet paper. Mhm.
That's good though.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
good.
Yeah. I mean, I back then, like, people just had to do what they had to do. I mean, there was companies making even hand sanitizer that would never even have made hand sanitizer.
Yep.
I know.
That were
Yeah, there's like some
beer companies. I think were doing
yeah,
it.
whiskey. I think there's a whiskey company that was making one. I mean, there's all kinds of, like, we basically, because we would get it literally at Ollie's. I think it was like in a whiskey bottle.
Yeah, it was in a whiskey. And Ollie's had them in
It
a
was
whiskey
straight
bottle.
liquid too. It wasn't
Yep.
even. It didn't even gel or anything. Like, it was straight liquid, and it stunk terribly. It
Yep.
was horrible. But you're willing to do what you got to do. It wasn't the best quality, but better than nothing, I guess.
Yep.
When we needed that.
When you needed it, I mean,
Yeah.
it's
Now what you see hand sanitizer just given away
oh, they're giving
still
it
to
away,
this day.
giving it away. I could have had, I mean, pallets after pallets after pallets
Hmm.
free. I was given pallets of face masks. I
Hmm.
mean, just I can get face masks. I could fill up a truck. I'm
Hmm.
talking about like a 16-wheeler.
Yeah.
They giving away face masks free.
Wow. Yeah.
What are you gonna do with them though? Nobody wants them.
Yeah. Well, I know that's how it was. There was place at the flea market. You get a free case of hand sanitizer with a purchase.
Yeah,
You could have spent $1 probably and gotten a free case because they just didn't care. I think I had to throw some away recently because I'm like, I had like a case of it or whatever. I got rid of it. So I don't know if we threw it away or what, but I mean, I've had it in there since the pandemic. I haven't used it.
yeah.
I can't even give it to anybody. Nobody
Nobody
would
wants.
take it.
They made so much of it. So they had people that are taking their life savings and going out and
Hmm.
buying hand sanitizers and trying to sell it for more money on eBay.
Yeah.
And eBay was like, nope, can't do that no more. They cut
Yeah.
everything out, and these people
Well,
are left with nothing.
yeah. Well, I don't think it was just that. I think that because everybody was selling it. Like, you know what I mean? Every actual store was buying it and selling it. I mean, you could you could basically find it almost anywhere. I mean, I'm trying to think because I mean, I get it because even every company you went to, whether it was a place that was selling it or not, say if you went to your grocery store and they would literally be having some, they'd have some there for the customers to use, or if you went to the movies or out to eat, you know, the gas station. It didn't matter. They had a pump there for you to use. So it was really, I don't know. I don't know why so much was produced, like so much more than we would ever need.
Yeah,
And I don't even know what, like, if there's even a second use that you can use it for, because I did try to clean some items like a little bit with it. You know, I don't know if you ever, because I'm like, it's basically, it's like, you know, it's alcohol.
I used it to take off marker.
Yeah, yeah. I've used it a couple times, but there's only so much that I could use,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm like, I don't know. I didn't know what to do with it anymore.
Yep.
But so I know you asked me, so I before we did the show, so I know we agreed beginning of the year do our 10 listings. You got your 10 listings done?
I got my 10 listings done.
All right, so 10 listings for today. I got mine pictured. I have not listed mine yet, but um, how did you do even like with the first few days of doing this? Like, how do you think you handled it?
I handled it well. I actually started the last day in December,
Okay.
and I got myself into that. So I did 10, and then I actually did went ahead the first. I did my 10, and then
Mm-hmm.
I did for the second. I already did my seconds on the first.
Okay.
So then I already, I took a picture, and then they're already
Yeah.
done. And then I'm already, I did had today's taken care of. I just took a
Okay.
picture. So, and then I'm already working on tomorrow's to have that done, and the next day's.
Yeah.
So
Good.
yeah, so
Good.
I'm already set up for the week. I'm already
Yeah.
almost. I'll be finished for the week.
That's awesome.
So
See?
if you guys don't know, we talked about holding each other accountable. 10 items a day. We take a picture of what we're going to do, and we send it to each
Yep.
other, and then we do it.
Yeah.
And I tell you, it has worked for me
Yeah.
because I almost feel like it's a competition, and I have to do it.
Well, it's like, hey, like, you're not giving up your end of the deal. If you don't text me in the morning, you actually got me up out of bed. I wasn't even up yet, which I'm usually
Oh,
always up early. No, it's good because you got my butt moving. I was like, I got it. I told Jackie, I was like, man, I gotta hurry up, get down in the basement and take a picture because Jay already beat me too, and I feel like I'm behind now. So I hurry up, went downstairs as soon as I could, and grabbed my 10 items and took the picture and sent it to you. Now and then I had to start my shipping, and probably about an hour before we got on here is when I took all the pictures of all the items. So that's all done. The hard part I think is done because I can sit there and list the stuff now pretty easily. Once it's pictured, I think it's a lot easier. I don't know why.
I do mine the opposite way.
Really,
I do the drafts and then I picture.
really.
Yep. Picture only takes me. I can fly through pictures.
Yeah.
Well, I can fly through both. I can move pretty fast through everything.
See, I don't know. I just don't like doing the draft because then sometimes when I'm doing the pictures, there's certain things I notice,
Mm-hmm.
and then I might even change my mind. Like, okay, maybe I don't want to list this or something. Like, there's still always things I could have missed. Like, for instance, like even these figures. If what if his arm like was basically broken? There was a crack underneath or the arm or something like that I didn't see. Then I did all the work you did. You know what you're saying. You do the listing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you actually have the whole
Yeah,
listing photos, and so then you just did that.
but
You know,
I look at the item before I do it.
yeah,
I try to
okay,
check over it before I make the list.
yeah,
And a lot of times, like I like tomorrow or the day after, I prepped a lot of shoes. So I got
yeah,
a lot of Nikes and I got a lot
okay.
of
You got prep.
Sauconys and some real nice. And I kind of like look for stains and I sprayed the stain. I got this it's called Oxidol from the Dollar Tree. It's a spray and wash. It's
Yeah.
a stain remover,
Hmm.
pre-wash. And there was this spot on this shoe, dude. I sprayed it like 3 times and I just wiped it with a rag, and it's like it went away. Like,
Wow.
wow, this is pretty good. I'm wait till it dries. I want to see
Yeah.
exactly what it looks like.
Yeah.
And then, I sprayed everything down, and I set it in. I have everything in a tub to get a fresh scent into it,
Yeah.
and then I just picked out a big pile of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Remember, I said you was doing it. I said,
Yeah,
well,
yeah, because
I do
that's
it.
what I started today. A bunch of them.
So I started doing more Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles,
Hmm.
and I'm gonna have them done too. But it's good that it's getting me motivated doing more.
It really does. Because dude, I listed like $800 worth of stuff yesterday, probably between 700 and 800, and I mean that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Because I mean I was determined. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna really get these 10 listings. I want to make them worth it and all, or just like today, because I did some of those Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I did two yesterday. So then today I was like, you know what? I'll go through this box and I'll try to finish this box, because I think there was about eight. I think I pulled out eight or something. I think that's what I'm pulling out. And there might be one more in there, but I think that one's a double of one I already have. So now I'll have to wait. Now, but I mean, it really it really kind of does motivate you to get it going, because I know like you even said, it's almost like we're competing but we're not competing,
yeah, we're competing, but we're not competing. I mean,
you know. But now let me ask you this: what do you do if it's okay, if you buy like a pre-owned item? Obviously every pre-owned item is gonna, you could have the same exact item, but there might be different things with that each one. Like if there's like an imperfection, like a different mark or scratch, because they're, so for instance, like I have these two Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Like I said, they're doubles. They're the same exact thing, but if one has a scratch on his left leg and the other one has a scratch on his right arm, you know, but you're not going to list them at the same time, because you can't do, or you wouldn't do it double the quantity. Because
it wouldn't do double the quantity.
yeah, what do you do? Because I know what I do, but what do you do with your doubles like that
I I'll just list them and just do two
at the
separate lists.
same time?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Or I'll put them together,
Yeah.
and
Yeah, but then somebody's not gonna need two of the same Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
yeah. Every double I ever put together that I've sold.
Really?
Yeah,
Really? Yeah. See, I
but I'll
I
bag them up.
I have
Like
a box. I have a
oh, you have
box that I put all the doubles in, and I go through it later.
really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Ends
don't.
up being a death pile double box.
Yeah, I know. I'd like to stay away from that. I got to stay away from the death pile boxes. I'm just dude. I listed. I mean, I listed stuff that broken electronics.
Yeah. Oh, I
I got.
see it. There's tablets,
I
right?
yeah, a couple tablets and the computer. I never even half of the stuff I never tested. So the tablets I didn't test.
Mm-hmm.
The computer I didn't test, but it doesn't. It could work. It couldn't work. I don't care. I
Yeah.
just get rid of
But
them.
you listed it as untested.
I listed untested 4 parts not working.
Yeah. That's good. Yeah, because if you got to get stuff moving, it doesn't matter. Like you still have
I've
to.
got 50 more of them.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
I mean, I don't care. I'm just gonna
Yeah.
keep putting them out.
Yeah. It's good though.
Yeah.
Now are those tablets gonna like turn on and it's gonna be like a Chili's like server tablet or something like that? You know how everybody complains about buying a TV and then it's like the Burger King menu on there.
Yeah.
Or tablet's gonna be like a tablet from Chili's or somewhere else, like some restaurant, Applebee's or
It
something.
could. Yeah. Please leave a tip. It's like.
Hey, at least
Quite
there's games
possible.
on there. You just got to pay $2
Yeah.
an hour for them.
And I mean, the thing could probably have Flappy Birds on it and be worth a couple
Yeah.
$100.
Yeah, but you got to pay $2 an hour to play.
You gotta pay $2 an hour to play it. I mean, it'd be cool if it like went to my bank account.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna order delivery from the tablet.
But dude, there's so much. I mean, have you made a dent in your pile yet? I mean, anything?
I like to say so, but well, I did empty a tote. I emptied another tote. Okay, so that's getting there, but I still have stuff down here in this basement that I'm really trying to get everything done in this basement before I start pulling anything from upstairs. Obviously,
Okay. Yeah.
I have probably about maybe 2 totes here, maybe 3 totes in the back room right now. So we're looking at like 5 totes that I need to get through. And obviously that's more than each tote has well more than 10 items.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, the 10 items just keep me, it's to keep us going. It's not our limit for the day. Like, you know what I mean? It's not our, like, I don't think we need to make that our limit, but it's like we hold ourselves accountable that we are listing every single day. We're making sure we get that up. There's no slacking or in between or
No
anything.
baseball cards.
Oh no, yeah, okay. So I've been doing cards, but I'm still making it a priority to my 10 listings are like not baseball cards. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
They're not cards or anything like that. Um, and I've done probably less of them ever since we started this thing. So like at the end of the year, I was doing a lot of cards, and I've cleared up even a bunch of cards because I mean I was listing some days I was listing like 40 cards a day, which is it's pretty good. But yeah, I'm kind of trying to slow down on that because I need to get up what's selling. If I'm ever going to get to the stuff upstairs, cards are not going to get me there. I'll be here for another
You'd
2
be
years.
for another years.
Yeah.
Did you sell? Have you sold anything that you listed that the same day or anything yet?
No, I have not. No.
I've done. Uh, did I do video games one day? I my watch. I listed watches today. My
Oh,
watches sold today.
okay.
But they were not. They were just knockoff Harley Davidson watches.
Yeah.
Like
How'd you list them then?
I list them in a lot. All
Yeah, but
six of them.
how'd you describe them?
Just I described them as um a lot of six watches. That's it. That's all I
Yeah.
put.
Okay.
I didn't put no Harley Davidson on there or nothing
Yeah.
because they'd have removed
Yeah.
that in a heartbeat.
Yeah. I just hope they understand that they're not. You know what I mean? You know how people are.
Yeah.
So that's the only thing. I personally, I mean, because I know you've had them for a while. You wanted to try to get rid of them and stuff like that. I personally would probably maybe give them a shot on Macari and say eBay because once they buy on Macari, that is what it is. Like anything that's. I mean, I'll try to. It's hard because you don't. That's the difficulty because you want your buyers to be confident in what they're buying, but
Oh,
hard.
they're labeled unbranded, so I
Okay,
labeled they're
Brandon. Okay.
labeled unbranded. Yeah,
Yeah,
but I'm happy because there was only six I had left. I sold
yeah.
every single one at the flea market except for six.
Okay.
So
How many did you have?
I had like close to 35. I think it was. I had 35.
Okay.
I
Okay.
sold them for around $5
That
to $7
okay.
a piece. So I only paid $5 for all of them.
That's why I've seen you sitting on them for so long. I'm like, man, you still have these watches? I didn't realize you had 35 of them.
Yep. Yeah,
That's
35.
why I'm like, man, you still haven't sold these like you for $5?
Yep. Yeah, I sold all of them except for
Yeah.
six.
No,
Yeah,
that's good though.
which is good.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, look, I mean, it can't sell unless it's listed, right? So, I
that's
mean, that's
right.
kind of what you did there, and
Hmm.
you know, get them moving.
Yeah, that's what I plan on. I plan on getting stuff moving.
Now, I found this kind of odd. So, surprisingly enough, I didn't make enough money the other day for it to where eBay would actually they took money right from my bank account, for their monthly
Hmm.
or subscription fee. So I didn't make enough money. I already had that previously transferred. So then I basically had owed them money. Obviously, took it out of my bank account. I cannot believe that on my Chime account, next to the eBay name, or underneath of it, they think, or eBay or whatever on Chime, they're claiming to be charity. The money was taken out and it says it's charity. Like what?
Really?
eBay? Are you kidding me? Come on, man. Like, charity.
That's crazy.
Yeah, that I don't. That's very odd. Very very odd.
I mean, how are you going to use that on your taxes? Well, you can, I guess. I mean, it's
No,
government.
yeah, but what I'm saying is like Are they specifically doing that? I wonder. I mean, I wonder what it's labeled on other people's bank statements and stuff. I never really looked or whatever. I don't think, and I don't know why I went in there and I'm like, oh crap, that's why there's a little bit of money missing because they took their money.
They took your money.
That doesn't happen very often. Usually, I have money
Yeah.
in there and take it directly from that,
Mm-hmm.
before my payout.
Yeah.
So, I just didn't make enough money to start the year.
That's the same way. That's what happened to Kenny.
Year.
Yeah, they took.
Yeah.
He was down. No money.
Yeah. Well, at least I should feel better about it going to charity then, I guess.
Yeah, go to charity than anything else. That's right. I feel good about myself now.
Yeah. Gosh. I got a return too.
Oh boy.
Yeah. It's not. I guess not that bad, but it's one of those. Remember all those MLB chips?
Yeah.
So one of them, the guy wants to return, which is weird because usually when there's a whole order like that, I've never had anybody ever return just one item out of a whole, order.
Neither have I.
And it was really weird because I didn't even think that was possible. I thought usually you have to return everything or something. Like, at least that's what I've always thought, or what I feel like I've been told. But it was really odd. And then, so because technically those chips are trading cards, so they would originally went out trading card shipping, right? And what's kind of weird about it, so obviously because he bought so many of them, that obviously that pushed it out of the trading card shipping.
Mm-hmm.
So it goes to ground, and for some reason, well, see, this thing is, if I don't know, I don't even know how. I've never even had a return with the trading cards either. So, but I'll have to figure out if that actually comes back when you do a return. Does that come back ground, or does it come back the trading card?
That's gonna come back round.
No, well, no, that I'm saying this one did, but usually like if somebody just bought one single card, usually and I shipped out the train card shipping.
Oh, would it come back that way?
Yeah, would it come back round?
I think no. I think it would come back as trading card.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. Because this was a bulk order, they had to ship back ground. So now I'm paying the ground.
Yeah, you're paying the ground price,
which is crazy.
Yep.
Because that's a lot more. And then
what you need to do is, like I need to do, I keep telling myself, is we need to go in and change that around to when the customer does ask for a return, that we have to send them the label, not the label automatically generates.
Yeah. Well, the thing is, he put in item not as described. And well, no, I think it's part of my thing. Like I may have messed up a little bit. So there's so many variations in these cards or these chips. Obviously, there's like different ones with different colored borders. There's like some of the graphics on them. They might be gold or silver.
Yeah.
There's glow in the dark. But there's also the magnetic ones. Well, this one I didn't say it was magnetic, and it was, and he wasn't happy that it was magnetic. Which first I was like kind of irritated because I'm like, well, the magnetic ones are they're worth more. You know what I mean? But I mean, he explained, and I completely understand. Like, he has a huge collection. He might have probably one of the largest collections of these MLB chips, and so he already has that one. Why would he need another magnetic one? So that's why he want to return it. But
how much was the chip?
Let me see. It may have won too much. I think it might have been like $7. I should have let him keep it.
You should have just let him keep it.
Yeah, but he had already
gave his money back.
It happened so quickly. Like he by the time he even thought about it, he had already had it shipped out.
Wow.
Like that type of thing. I feel like because it was like the next day he had it shipped out. By the time I even really considered it, but I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah, it was because I think it was Cespedes, and hold on, I got to filter through all these other chips. Yeah, it was $6.99. So I should have let him. Well, the crazy thing is too. So during the return, like for the refund, I haven't refunded him yet because I have it shipped to my parents' house. Um, that's the address I still use for everything. Um, but I don't know why I never changed it. But um, I always inspect it before I refund, and even though I'm gonna have to anyway. But on a refund, I already looked at it. It like calculated the shipping, and it was like 30 something cents. Is that all I get the refund shipping, which I guess makes sense because that's all he paid. If you bought so many items, you know what I mean, so they're like dividing up by that many items.
Oh yeah, then that's what it.
But it's just weird. I'm like, what?
Because it's crazy
Yeah,
because you charge shipping as that price it's going out as a what you
yeah,
call it, and then you put it all together and the shipping later that
yep,
generated
yeah,
for the whole thing.
yeah. And I think, and again, it's another one of those things I've never seen before because I've never had anybody ever return just one item out of a bulk deal like that. Like somebody buys them items, and then I like again, like I'm not mad. Like and maybe it was just, I mean, it was my fault. I should have probably noticed. Like, I mean, he did say he's like, it's easy. It's easy to to notice that, and I don't know. Maybe I was being lazy and or I just thought it didn't really matter. I don't know because when I'm individually picturing them, I'm pulling, and they're already pulled apart. So then by then I'm not even looking to see if they're magnetic or not.
Yeah, right. They're just
Um, so yeah, even the glow in the dark ones are a little difficult, honestly, to figure out because the only way it's like the texture on it on the sticker.
yeah.
It's kind of rough, like it's a matte type feel, as the regular ones are glossy.
Hmm.
But it's kind of weird.
Yeah, I'm not too, and I don't know
Yeah,
much
yeah,
about chips.
yeah,
I don't know. Like
yeah.
that's something a little different than.
But it's crazy as how many variations there are. I mean, obviously there's most of them are easy to see, but I think between the glow in the dark and the magnetic ones, I think a lot of people won't even. I wonder how many people even really describe them how they're supposed to,
Yeah.
and if they get a lot of inads. I mean, from that. But yeah, I mean, it is what it is. At the end of the day, I don't get too many returns, so I can't really.
No, I got a return too for um, Super Mario Kart on the GameCube, but that they asked for the return like December 23rd. They've yet to start. I think they just wanted some money back. They tried to
Yeah,
say, "Oh, it didn't work. Neither disc worked in the Wii or the
yeah.
GameCube. The discs were perfect."
Well, yeah. Well, and honestly, that's another thing too. Like that's why I make a lot of people actually return it regardless. Most of the time, because most of the scammers don't even want to work. If he was trying to scam me or whatever like that, he probably wouldn't even take it to the post office.
Yep.
But now I'm still stuck out of the money regardless. You weren't, at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. But
No, I mean, yeah, that doesn't. That's a little
yeah,
thing.
it's a drop in the bucket.
Yeah, I do have another. I had another return put in for a
Uh
sold an art piece, and it was in plexiglass signed art piece. But a guy got it, and he said the plexiglass is cracked. And I said, well, I give you a partial refund because the art piece is still good.
yeah,
And I said, I give you a partial refund. He was like, he waited a couple days and got back with me, and maybe a week, and then said, no, I want a full refund. I'm like, you know what? I didn't even answer the guy. So he gets in contact with eBay. Now it's been 30 days. So it's been 30 days today, pretty much.
yeah,
And they contact eBay and says item has not arrived. So I got till January the 7th or so to answer them. And I'm gonna wait up to the last day and answer them. It's been 30 days. I don't know what eBay is gonna do
yeah.
because they
What
asked
the
for the wrong
item
thing.
not arrived? It arrived broken.
Yeah, it said arrived broken.
So yeah, so I don't know if he's really got a. a leg to stand on there with that. Like,
I don't think he does.
I don't know.
Well, it's been past my 30 days because I get,
Yeah.
you know,
Well, even so, it doesn't matter. I thought they still, if for INAT, it's technically even 90 days, or
it wouldn't
because he
be.
opened a return. That's what it is, right? Because he
Yeah,
opened a return,
yeah, my return.
so then he has 30 days. But if he would have waited, he could have even waited, you know,
Hmm.
longer.
But
But
I mean, if the item's broke, I
yeah,
mean,
did he send you pictures?
he sent me some weird picture, like from like a top of something. I couldn't tell what it is.
Yeah, I mean, I know it's very very difficult because most buyers are not going to do this. They're not going to provide you pictures or anything like that. And regardless, even if they're scammers or not, it's just most of them are not. Because there's a lot of people that don't just simply don't even know how to to take
Mhm.
photos. Like it comes out all blurry all the time, no matter what they do. But I always try to get pictures, and if I think they're good enough, obviously, and I've submitted a claim with USPS, and they paid out without me having to receive the item back.
Nice. Well, yeah.
So I did that, I think, last year or 2 years ago or something like that. Maybe
How long did it take?
it didn't take long. It took what was it? Maybe a couple of weeks to get the refund.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah, got a nice check, and I just got another one recently for an item that was missing. I filed a claim and they paid out pretty quickly within a. Well, honestly, I think that was like a week and a half or something. That didn't take long at all.
Wow.
So a hat that went missing, I think back in early December or something.
Hmm.
That was pretty good.
I've never filed a claim.
Really? You're
Really?
missing
Never.
out. Like it's not. I think they make it out to be a little harder when it really needs to be, but or like a lot of people think. Well, I mean, a lot of people think it's harder what it is, but if you once you do it multiple times and you know exactly how to do it, I think the issue is now because what helps is if you have photos of it, especially if it went missing. Like if you have photos of the item, you submit the missing claim, and then after like a while of it not showing up or anything like that, then you hurry up and submit
Mhm.
that like refund like type claim. Um, but it's hard, I think, with the photos now. At least on my laptop, it I, the way whatever file you can save eBay photos at, like I used to be able to like to right click and save the photo, like any photo that was on eBay,
Yeah.
and the file that they do now, like it's totally changed. It's not like your normal photo file, and it's like almost like I don't know what file it is. I'm not very familiar with it, but I know that it's not the same because when I save it, it doesn't show up with my photos anymore. It shows up as a different file. And I've tried different things, like mess around, it can't get it, and it's whatever eBay has done, I think.
Mm. Yeah.
So it makes it a pain to get that photo compared to what it used to be. Usually, I now have to screenshot on my phone, then send it to my laptop somehow. That's the only way I can get that photo. Instead of being
Yeah.
right on the screen. But
That's cool.
yeah, yeah. So, but
Oh,
uh, so yeah, I told you about how I went to the post office the other day and they were closed
closed. I know.
on New
I just
Year's Eve.
I said something to Kenny about that too. I was like, yeah. So Ray went and they were closed, and I said, I must have been a half a day. I'm assuming, but that never used to be like that.
That's what I was telling my mom because I know she's sold on eBay for years. That like even as long as I've been doing this, I can't recall ever having an issue or ever like that on New Year's Eve.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
I've
So,
never.
unless I just always used to go early and I never really noticed or I
Well,
had no
yeah,
idea.
I get me too, but I don't remember that.
And noon, I mean, to close at noon is kind of crazy. To me, there's no reason to really close at noon. Most regular businesses are open almost all day on New Year's Eve. I mean,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? On New Year's Eve, New Year's Day is when a lot of places are closed, or I mean, if they close early on New Year's Eve, it's. I mean, I'm saying it's like late. Like, I mean, I'm saying if they close at 9, it might be closing at 7, type of deal, or something like that.
Sure.
Which doesn't even pertain to the post office because they close at 5 p.m. every day.
They close at 5. I mean,
But yeah, I was kind of irritated. I had to go up there and see for myself because like I said, I looked it up on internet and I seen like what Google's hours said, and I'm like, this is kind of weird. And that's why I even texted you. So I texted you to see. I was like, well, I wonder if Jay's been to the post office yet today. Maybe he remembers the hours. Maybe he's seen the. I know there was a piece of paper on that door for like a whole month, if not longer. But they put it in such small print
yeah, small print.
that
It's like,
that
wait.
I'm like, well, even so, I never think it's going to pertain to me because, or I would ever even really care because I don't know. I just didn't think that New Year's Eve was going to be an issue. I know that obviously Christmas Eve hours are usually short anyway. Christmas Day obviously is a no go, and New Year's Day is a no go. Like that's usually common sense. I just didn't know. I mean, am I? I guess I don't know. Anybody that's watching this, I guess, just let me know if you have any issues or ever knew that New Year's Eve was a half day for or such a short day
Yeah, well,
for the
like in
post
your state,
office.
what
I
time
mean,
does your post office is shut down on New
I
Year's
mean
Eve?
they close before their lunch break. At least stay open till 1 p.m. If they would have stayed open till 1, you know.
Yeah, it'd been good. I mean, that's what
Well,
they stay up until
yeah,
Saturday. Saturdays are open until 1 o'clock, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. So I don't know why they even cut themselves short another hour. uh,
Lazy. No, that's a joke.
uh, did you
One
see that 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 did you see that video I sent you about the post office um postmaster general?
no,
No.
maybe I missed it. I get a lot of text messages and stuff.
Okay. Yeah. So I sent you a video. The postmaster general. There was some congressman um complain. I mean, I get it. He has everybody to complain because he said he sent certified mail and he was having issues with it. Basically, it took like I think 4 months
I
for the one
see it
to
now.
get there. Yeah. Yep. Yep. Yeah. So if you guys are watching, you just seen a kind of a little photo of the postmaster general with his hands over his ears like a baby. Yep. Because he didn't want to hear what the congressman was telling him, and like the congressman called him out on all kinds of stuff. He even said his postmaster general must have given himself a grade A. He's basically said, everything is going with USPS is going good and everything. Like, he gives himself an A for his job. And the congressman is like, you don't get to give yourself a grade. You don't, like, what are you
Yeah.
talking about? Like, the American people give you the grade, not you don't. When what job does the boss give themselves the grade?
Yeah,
You know
let
what I
me
mean?
give myself
Yeah.
yeah, an A plus.
No, I look. Be fair. I mean, I probably give myself a C for last year.
Yeah. Yeah. I give myself like a D.
A D.
Plus.
D plus. Uh,
Yeah.
Fine. I'm a C minus minus. We're not far off. But I mean, it's just funny that he just hands over his ears, and I mean, it's like, what is going on? Like that guy should not be in charge.
Yeah, I know. They're talking about. Do you think the post office is going to be privatized soon?
If
Maybe.
it's like this, it's gonna be because it's
Yeah.
gonna have to be there. I mean, there's no way. Like the reason a post office is even probably gone on as long as it has the way it has, um, is because of regular mail.
Mm-hmm.
If they could even just maybe somehow separate, which would be crazy, but that's the only way I can see it. they like separate themselves even more somehow, like have maybe even a shared building of, each one, you know what I mean? It's like USPS business and USPS mail. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like that's the only way I can see that they could do something and have like two whole separate things. Because mail, it needs to be done regardless. You know what I mean? But I don't know.
Dude, this
They've
is getting expensive though.
but why? You know why? They're spending so much money. I think they act like they're spending some or they're making so much money sometimes, but they have these contracts with Amazon that they're literally working on Sundays.
Mm-hmm.
Some of the post office workers are working on Sundays, which never used to be the case. Like nobody, I'm sorry, but you guys should just take the day off. Like the workers are getting tired. They deserve the day off. I don't. It's not worth it. It's not worth the decline in other services just to have the contract for
Yeah.
Amazon.
You can take one day. I mean, big deal. One more
Yeah,
day.
but Amazon, like that's one of they just kind of ruined it. Like they've ruined. I mean, if there's anything, I feel like the pressure that they have put on to USPS is probably one of the things that has hurt our post offices the most.
Yeah.
That
I mean,
pressure is why.
I don't care if it goes stays that way or it goes
Yeah,
privatized as
yeah.
long as these rates don't keep going up.
They're not though. Not there's if there's no control like that. That's the thing. That's the only thing that's keeping it down. It might get really crazy,
It could.
and I don't know what we're gonna do. Like we might never sell. I might never sell anything to California again if it comes down to
Yeah.
that. you know, good luck selling anything to the West Coast.
Yeah. You just ain't gonna buy it on the west. They're just not gonna buy it on the west
Yeah,
coast. That's
but
just the end of that.
I mean, if that's what happens, that's what happens. Like it's gonna get really interesting. Um, it's really going to get very interesting to see what happens because does that drive people back into out like away from online shopping this much?
Yeah.
So does that mean the flea markets are going to be and different stores like local stores going to be our malls going to come back
Will that
in?
will come back in and it could be. You could see a resurgence, or what I mean,
Yeah.
because
Look. Yeah.
how can these businesses say, "I'm free shipping, free shipping, free shipping, free
Yeah.
shipping," if your shipping rates
Yeah.
are like
Oh,
astronomical?
I guarantee you, if USPS is like that, then they're not going to do they privatize. They're not going to be doing free shipping anymore. Like I mean, Amazon isn't going to.
Right.
Like I can't see that.
Well, yeah, but if I think if anybody goes ahead and tries to pick, I think it's going to be Jeff Bezos. I think he would make a bid to try to, take over the post office.
Yeah, which isn't very good either. Because I see the way they handled Amazon packages. I don't like that. No,
And what's going to happen? That's the problem. I mean, what's
I mean that's their. To be fair, with Amazon, that's the worst part of their service is their shipping. It's not the price; it's because we're not paying anything for it. But it's there's no way. Like I mean, the carelessness of the drivers, or at least a lot of the ones I've had, not every single one, but I've had too many bad experiences where drivers just throw the stuff. Um, they're smoking in the truck. Um, all kinds of stuff, and they don't care.
well, what is if Bezos takes it over? What does that do for us as eBay sellers? Well, he says, well, no, I'm not going to, limit, give it, give you discounts on shipping through eBay.
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, yeah, that's another thing too. Yeah. I mean, why would he give any discount to his competitors? But it's kind of weird because even though Amazon has their own like selling platform and all that kind of, or buying, selling, like shopping. Uh, Macari, I don't know if you knew this, but there's what is it called? I'm trying to think, but it's they use some type of service that is powered by Amazon,
Hmm.
and I think I know what it is. Let me see.
Powered by.
Yeah, yeah. It's when you go in somewhere on Macari. Oh, yeah, because it's Amazon Web Services, AWS. So if you go into Macari, um, it's literally just a so AWS is an online platform providing cost-effective, scalable cloud computing solutions.
Hmm.
So Macari actually uses Amazon
Yeah,
services.
Amazon.
Um,
Wow,
maybe that's why they're not very successful
Amazon
because
has
they're
their
paying Amazon. Yeah, they
every
have their hand everywhere.
everything.
Yeah, yeah. You want to watch TV? Can I
Yeah,
go through Prime? I mean,
Amazon.
I have a Fire TV, so I'm stuck doing that either way.
You want to watch Mr. Beast? Have you watched the new? You watch Mr. Beast?
Uh, I haven't watched. No, I've watched the first episode of the show. That's it.
Well, the first episode is on YouTube.
Is it?
That's the yeah. It starts out with 5,000 people to get them down to the 2,000, and then the next episode, the first episode of the series, goes on Amazon, but the first episode is on YouTube.
Okay, I didn't know that. I thought it was just like the one where they were just dropping people.
Yeah, no, it starts. Well, they drop
Oh,
them. They drop them from the beginning at the YouTube on
okay,
on the YouTube, and
okay,
then they go into the that transitions over into the first episode on Prime.
okay.
But I will tell you this right now. I don't know. It might be episode 2. There's 4 people that get a chance to uh, stand up on a platform because they have there's 4 people. They have their
Hmm.
teams are separated into that many. I don't know. Each one has 100 and some people on each team.
Yeah.
There's a clock behind. There's a
Okay.
thing behind them that takes money and goes from 1 and just keeps raising, and it goes real fast. And they can hit anyone can hit this thing at any time, and if they hit it, everybody that's on that team they can't play any longer. But the person who hit the button, they get to stay and keep the money.
Yeah.
That money went all the way to $1 million, Ray. It went to $1 million. It stopped at
Wait,
$1 million.
wait. So is this just before they got to the city, though, right? Or no? Or were they in the
This is
city?
This is in the city.
this is in the city.
Okay, so in the city. Okay.
The thing behind them hit $1 million, right? They could have hit it at half a
Yeah.
million. Do you know not a single one of those people hit that $1 million button? Not a single one hit that button for $1 million. That is amazing to me.
Yeah. That is.
Why? That the grand prize is $5 million.
Yeah.
20%. I mean, it's $1 million.
Maybe because they already had to, like, didn't they had a similar challenge before that in the first episode where
Yeah,
remember
not
it was
a
all the way across.
million.
Yeah, I know, but I understand that. But if those teams or people have already been through something like that, they didn't want to feel the guilt of cutting, being the reason why somebody was sent home like that. You know what I mean?
Good job. Well, you know what? This is a game.
I know.
I don't have, dude. I'd have hit that $1 million
I
quick. What would you have done?
I don't know.
I mean, you send 150 people home, but you got to stay with $1 million in your
Yeah.
pocket.
Okay. So maybe that's the difference though, because if it's 150 people that you're sending home, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot more than what it was the last time something
I
like that
know.
happened. Even though it was less money the first time, this, $1 million, you're sending 150 people. That's 150 people that are mad at you. I mean, mad.
Who
Like,
cares?
no. Like, okay, you might be able to deal with like 7, 10, people that are mad, but 150 people that really absolutely hate you. That's
Bye. No, it's bye.
no,
See you later.
no. I do not. No, I don't know. 150 people that
Dude,
absolutely hate you. You don't know what those people are going to do. They might be like so mad they're going to come back after you. Like,
I mean, they could, but I don't care.
well,
Dude, I'm serious. This is a game. Think about that.
yeah,
Man, you're going to be. And then what if you just go home and, one of the next people went home the next challenge? They could have walked
yeah.
away with $1 million. They went
You're
there.
you're ruining all this, right? Like,
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You're right.
I'm gonna have to like somehow
Just
forget
pretend like I wasn't even saying anything.
because I only watched the first one. I want to watch more of it, but
Well, watch.
skip
It's still.
episode 2 now.
Well, it's still okay. It's still
No,
good.
I know. I know. I did hear that. I think are some of the contestants suing?
I don't know.
Yeah, I think some of them are suing Mr. Beast because of the conditions and all. I think some. He was kind of explaining in a video I seen. I think on Facebook Reels, but he said that there was a woman that expressed that she needed some feminine care products, but like the ones they had that she was allergic to, and then so the person that was in charge or whatever for that never came to him or came to anybody else, and never even they could have just simply he's like they could have simply just went to the grocery store and got the ones she needed and just given them to her. But instead they didn't, and now he's getting sued because
Good luck trying to
it
win
was
that.
very, you
They
know,
signed so many papers, dude.
yeah,
That guy's giving out so much stuff. I wouldn't
yeah,
even. I don't even know if I would believe that woman.
yeah. I know, and he said there's a lot of other things too that he's not even allowed to talk about. So I don't know, but I mean
You know,
that's the thing. You get,
somebody's always trying to get money somewhere. They're always trying to. It's
it's crazy. So I've seen a lot of posts, even eBay sellers getting sued for all kinds of things, whether it's copyright infringement type stuff or
mm-hmm.
you could sell electronic to somebody, sets their house on fire, and then you're going to get a lawsuit because
Oh,
they're
then they'll sue you. Absolutely. You're not against getting sued. I mean, it doesn't happen all the time, but you're
no,
not. They'll sue you. I mean, not
yep,
not without an issue.
yep.
I tell you what, it's like the Squid Game. Have you watched the Squid Game?
No, don't ruin it. Don't ruin
All
it.
right, I'm not going to ruin it.
No,
I watched it
I
all.
don't. I haven't watched any of it, and I'm on the fence. I want to watch it, but I don't want to watch it. I
Good.
just
When's the other part going to come back on? It's like it's only
it's
a
soon.
half a season, really.
Yeah, it's soon. Well, no, I haven't watched. I'm saying any season or anything.
Oh, you haven't watched any of it?
No, so
Oh man, dude.
because I'm on the fence because I tried watching I think a little bit of it, and I want to try to get into it again. I want to give it another shot, but I have a hard time with anything that's like foreign with subtitles or even if it's dubbed or anything. Like I just have a hard time, me
Really,
personally. And if if the
dude.
voice
It's dubbed.
doesn't
It's
match
dubbed
if the
really
voice
well.
doesn't match up with the mouth movements, it throws me off and I just get distracted and I don't care.
It's dubbed really well, though. I mean, they do a
Is
really
it
good job at it.
okay?
Yeah,
I have to try it again. Then I don't know.
it's a good
I'll try.
show. I can't. Yeah. Don't, oh man, it's good.
I'll try it again. So I had a weird disclaimer thing that like or notification when I was listing my items yesterday. Yeah, because remember I don't know if you've seen in there, but I had like 2 balloons in my 10 listings for
Mm-hmm.
yesterday. So they're old like vintage balloons, and I had which is weird because it only came up on one of them. So I don't know why it only this notification came up, but it wanted me to put a disclaimer in my description talking about I guess like how balloons could be like a choking hazard or something, kind of like the bag type things. Like
Yeah.
we see the warning for choking hazard for bags and all. Um, which I don't know. It was just kind of weird. So I kept trying to. I've never seen that, and I hit list item anyway, and it sent me back, and it would not let me go any further. until I put it actually, and it wasn't in my item specifics. I had to copy and paste that whole thing that they wanted and put it in my description, not the item specifics, my description.
Wow.
I'm like, this is weird. So I guess this is what it's going to be like, even for um, I don't know. I don't know. Like, how do they detect that? Is it like AI
No, I
that's
think it's
detect?
an AI, dude. It's
Yeah.
got to be an AI.
So remember, like this whole thing with the clothing. I know I have to get on this still, and I don't even know the date. I'm so slacking on this, but all the clothing thing that you have to put a disclaimer saying it's all laundered and like you washed it and everything.
Yeah.
Like I don't even. I have to go through all my listings and all my clothing listings and do that, and it has to be in the description. This is just crazy. Like if it's a copy and paste type thing, they can just do that crap themselves. Why do
They
I
do
got
it
to do the work?
themselves. Yeah.
Well, I
Just
guess just check. Let me check a box.
yeah. Let you check a box.
That's all I got to do. Come on.
You got to put in every single one. That's
Yeah.
ridiculous too. Like, I
But I
think it knocks down if it's not. What was I watching? Does it get knocked down to your item being only good? Is that what it is? Because I watched uh Tekken Sports and he was talking about
yeah
something about clothes that's going to change in a certain date, and if
yeah
you don't have this on there, it automatically takes all your clothing items and knocks them down to just in good condition. So if you did
yeah
this and you had your items at this certain level, because he's saying like 95% of people's not going to do this, and yours is going to come up to the top of the list every single time.
yeah. It's getting to be a pain because what they're doing is it's like you're grading every single item that is ever put on you. Like we're being put in positions where we have to professionally grade items that wouldn't even be graded.
Right.
Let alone. But like, why? I mean, it's just stupid. Like it's either new or used. It's new or
Mhm.
pre-owned. And if it's pre-owned, then you just have to do the job of describing the item
Yeah.
correct.
And take pictures. I mean,
Yeah,
and your pictures have to be great, and then show the things because yeah, putting us as to be a a professional grader for everything that we do. Like take baseball cards. There's people
yeah.
out there that grade
That's
cards,
that's
and they get
difficult
the
enough.
cards back, and they're wrong, and like they get this. There's this one thing was like N16, NC16, where the card is not this right size. And
Yeah,
there's been people who bought cards, turn the card back in, send it in a PSA, and then wind up getting a PSA 10.
yeah.
I mean,
I
it's
mean,
all a matter of like, what are
yeah.
you looking at?
I mean, it's like okay, this shirt that I'm wearing, like I wonder what kind of grade it is. It's got some like little fuzz balls on,
Yeah,
maybe some dog hair somewhere.
it's near mint, whatever.
Oh my gosh, I washed it probably 20 times, if not more.
That's yeah. I mean, what do you want, man?
What kind of laundry? They're gonna have to ask you what kind of laundry detergent
What
you
kind of
use.
laundry detergent
Well,
you
that's
use?
another thing too. Is that because a lot of people have gone through and not always wash the clothing and stuff like that was pre-owned because with so many allergies and stuff like that. And we're just talking about people getting sued and all over crap. People are probably gonna get sued over washing with laundry detergent that somebody can't
Mm-hmm. I
that they're
can't handle
allergic.
that detergent.
Yeah,
Well, maybe they should do this. Um, put in for the buyer that you should wash your own clothes when they come to you, so you know that you know
that opens up for more returns and stuff too, though. Because then what happens if a button falls off when they wash it?
well, I could do anything. Hey, you could wear it and then a button would fall off. So I mean,
Yeah, but or like or they washed it with some other clothing and it turned colors. It turned red or pink or whatever.
but just think about it. Like you wash your clothes once. I mean, you wash. I wash my clothes at least once a week. So I
Yeah,
mean, I wash all my clothes. I mean, they're gonna wash their
yeah.
eventually that
No,
week.
I know, but what I'm saying is that you know what I mean. It's just one of those things that people are gonna find ways for INABs. That's how I see it.
Yeah,
But I just thought it was interesting. That's why I bring it up about the whole thing. It literally had to be in the item description, which was weird. It literally would not go for it until I put it in there.
That's crazy.
Like I kept hitting the button multiple times to list because I'm like I'm not doing this crap.
Yeah, that's like the tablets I had today, and because I had to pick
Was
because it
it
was
a counter
under,
and a profit?
it was under tablets, so forth and so on. But I had to change it under tablets for parts. I didn't know there was a category just for that, and wouldn't let me go any further until I found that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
we
That's
have. Is there trivia today?
yeah, yep, we're already over that hour mark, so we better get to it. All right,
Trivia.
all right, because I just pulled it up and you were reading my mind on that.
Yes.
All right, question number 1.
Da-da-da.
Oh, hold on, I just sold something.
Oh, that's nice.
Let me see
Question
what I
one.
sold
What did
first.
I sell? I don't know.
I sold 4 ET cards.
Wow.
They're the same card for $1.50 each. They said, "Hi, please ship these as soon as you can."
Yeah.
Getting them signed by one of the actors. I wasn't gonna ship again until Monday. It's Friday. I ain't going to the post office for $6.
Yeah. Run. I need them done now.
I mean, but
I,
that's you buy them on a Friday after hour. Like it's
yeah,
3
I
p.m.
know. Hmm. Right. Like one. I
Like,
sold something the other day. It was $4. It was $4.99. It was a CD you used for your uh like your fax machine or your printer, and I charged $4.79 to ship it. The guy gets it. He goes, "Please do not send this Ground Advantage. I need you to send it first. I mean, send it. I'm like, there's no way, dude.
yeah,
He sends me in a message and send it as soon as possible. Like, no, you'll get it when I go.
that's how it is, though. I'm telling you, it's. Well, I've found out all kinds of things lately,
Mm-hmm.
like questions and stuff like that. Like, I had somebody ask me what color his hat was, and it was literally you could clearly see it was gray,
Wow.
gray and black. And then the other one was what was it? It was a game. It's a game worn or player. Maybe it wasn't game worn, but it's like one of those game jerseys or whatever of Josh Johnson for the Ravens.
Mm-hmm.
But it's got the hand warmer like pockets, like the like a hoodie
Yeah.
type pocket. He said something asked about actually I'll just go to it because the message was just kind of odd and funny. But um so he said, "I'm just curious how the hand warmers work." Laugh out loud. Are they just pockets because there's no way they are electric?
What?
No crap. Like, come on, man. Come on. You think there are electric hand warmers in there? Like,
Oh wow, dude, that's something that these
it's a
people.
hoodie pocket.
There's something else. It's just like
Just
people are
yeah.
just something else.
And then I had somebody the other day too on an action figure say, what was it? They asked if it was still available. It was on Macari, and I was like, yes, it's still available. And they're like, $150 right here, right now. And it was a $200 figure. And I'm like, I did the calculations. And I'm like, you know what? It's like $3 under what I would get it totally cash in probably for it on eBay or other sites or something. I'm thinking it's like right around that range. I'm like, you know what? I'll give them $150 because right
Yeah.
now Macari's still no selling fees, only for a couple more days.
Hmm.
Um, and so I sent him off for 150. Not right here, right now, because he never came back.
You're a liar.
I literally messaged him today. I was like, I think I said something like, so what happened to right here, right now?
Yeah, what happened right here, right now?
But hopefully, I mean, I hope he comes back. I know stuff happens. So, but
What are the fees going to be coming up? How much are they?
I forget. I have to go. It's been a while since I looked at them because it's I'm known for probably like a month, but I think they're going to back to pretty much mostly basic style, like probably between like 10-20% type of thing.
Okay.
So it doesn't really, I don't know. It's to be expected, but it makes me wonder if anybody else is going to change their fees again soon too.
Yeah.
But we'll see. But I think it's still cheaper than eBay, so they're still being competitive in that way.
That's cool.
Yep. But I know buyers will be happy they don't have to pay any fees again because that's what it was. They had to pay all the fees.
The buyer premium.
Yeah. Well, see, that's what. So this guy's probably waiting for. He's going to come back when he doesn't have to pay the fees anymore, and I'm going to tell him no because, I agreed to 150, counting that I wasn't paying the fees.
Yep.
I'm not going to do 150 then.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, I agree.
Yep. So not going to happen. But all right, let me get these questions.
Let's see.
All right. Number 1. Which of these items unexpectedly became a hot seller during the early 2020s? A. Rotisserie chicken cookbooks. B. Old Beanie Babies with no tags. C. Used bread machines. D. Left socks only.
C.
Yep. Used bread machines.
Use bread machines. Yep.
All right. Number 2. What's a common term for a shopper who tries to haggle endlessly at the flea market? A. Bargain Bob. B. Lowball Larry. C. Discount Debbie. D. Coupon Kathy.
I heard a lot. Almost all of the above. We'd call them all of the above. I'd say A.
Bargain Bob, nope. It's Lowball Larry.
Lowball Larry. Wow. All right, lowball Larry. I would say all of the above, though. I mean, it's kind of like,
Yeah.
eh.
Yeah, they're probably all there. There's probably even more we could add to it.
You could.
All right. Number 3. Which category on Poshmark is known for having mystery boxes that resellers sometimes love and hate? A. Designer handbags. B. Activewear. C. Women's clothing. D. Clothing lots.
D. Clothing lots.
Yep. You got it. All right. Number 4. What is one of the weirdest items ever listed on eBay?
There's some weird.
Yeah. A haunted rubber duck. B.
Yeah.
A Dorito shaped like a Pope hat. C. Someone's used air guitar. D. A single Pringle.
Well, they've all been on there.
Have they?
Yeah, they have. I'll say the weirdest is somebody's air guitar.
Yeah.
I mean,
What is it? Just like a picture of a wall?
yeah, they've all been on there, bro. Every
Have
one
they?
of them. Yeah.
Wow. Which one are you most likely to sell?
Cost of goods, air guitar. No, no.
Yeah.
But a haunted duck, dude. I mean, I guarantee that went for a good price.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. All right. Number 5. What's a popular hashtag on Depop that sellers use to attract Gen Z buyers? A. Granny chic. B. Y2K aesthetic. C. Retro glow up. D. Dadcore.
What years is Gen Z? Oh, I'll say Y2K.
Yep, you're right.
Y2K. Yep. Yeah. I had to think about that for a second.
I was just watching the news and there was something else that they're talking about, like something core, and it was like,
Yeah, what is that? Like
I don't even.
core?
Huh?
Cottage core.
There's all kinds. There's granny core. There's emo core. There's biker core. There's all kinds of core. This one they were talking about overconsumption core because
Wow.
they're talking about people. They didn't. There was a trend right around the holidays. They didn't want people buying stuff, or whatever, and just to use what they have. You don't need to go out and do a shopping spree or anything like that and buy all this stuff that you don't need because we already had. There's too much of it out in the world already. So it was overconsumption core.
Overconsumption. Well, that's
Yep. All right. Number 6. Which of these bizarre items actually sold at a flea market for $20?
hmm.
A pair of used dentures. B, a life-size cardboard cutout of Danny DeVito. C, a jar labeled Air from the 90s. D, a framed photo of someone's pet chicken.
That could have been any of them. C.
C, yep, a jar labeled Air from the 90s. You think? I wonder. I mean, how much different was the Air from the 90s? You know, I don't
I
know.
don't know. But whoever bought it was an idiot.
Grew up during the 90s. I don't know. Like maybe I want that nostalgic 90s Air.
Oh.
All right. Number 7. What's a telltale sign that a reseller on eBay might be inflating an item's rarity? A, calling it vintage when it's from 2019. B, adding super rare in all caps. C, claiming it belonged to their great great grandma. D, including blurry photos.
Vintage. A.
Yep, correct. All right, number 8. Which of these was an actual fashion trend popular on Depop? A, cat pajamas for humans. B, dad sneakers with glitter. C, clown core.
Mm.
D, overalls made from old bath towels. Which one's throwing you off? You shook your head the way you shook your head after the overalls made with bath towels.
Yeah, it's crazy. I mean, it makes you want to say that, but I've never seen it. I'm just go with A.
Hey, nope. It's not cat pajamas for humans. It's clown core.
Oh wow! I mean, what does core stand for? I don't. That's
I don't even understand it, dude. I really don't. I just say a word and put core behind it, and it fits.
wow. I don't. That's crazy. Did you know that answer?
No, I did not. I mean, I might have guessed a no in the core, but I've never used core anything.
That's insane, man. These people are
Yep.
insane.
I mean, growing up, like what the only core thing was an Apple core,
Yeah, Apple core.
or like a core.
The core
Ab,
to the center of the earth.
no, yeah, core ab workout. That type of thing. I
Yeah.
don't know. Which I don't know much of either of those things because I don't eat healthy and I don't work out.
Neither do I. We got so much in common.
Well, that's why we get along. I do need to start working out.
Yeah, so do I.
I really do. But besides that, let's go on with number 9. All right. What's the number one thing you'll hear at a flea market booth?
Get
A.
that way.
A. Is this real? B. Can you take $1 for it? C. Do you accept Venmo?
Mm.
D. I'll think about it.
Well, I hear, can you take $1 for it more than I've ever heard any of them.
Is that what you think it is?
I'm going to go with that.
Yep.
Probably. Yeah.
Even though I've heard countless times, do you take Venmo at your stand?
I
All
heard that
the
too.
time.
That's followed. That's a
Oh
close too.
my God. That's got to be number 2. That you know what that means though. You got to get Venmo.
Now you get Venmo. Bastards.
They're forcing your hand. You got to
Yeah,
get Venmo.
they are.
I wonder how. I mean, how many of them don't buy it if you don't have Venmo?
I don't know. I'm curious. I don't
You
know.
need every time. Look, start keeping a book. Venmo or no Venmo. Just like
Venmo, no Venmo.
count it for like a month or something like that, and see
It's
who wins.
probably. I mean, it's probably something like 5%. I would think.
Yeah,
I'd probably gain 5% more.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And then
Fire.
you got to figure out if it's even worth it. So I get it, and plus, taxes and all that kind of stuff. All right, number 10. What's a common trick buyers use to get better deals on Poshmark?
Hmm.
A. Sending love notes to sellers. B. Bundling items and offering a lowball price. C. Asking for friends and family discounts. D. Claiming their cat clicked buy by mistake.
B.
Yep. Yep.
Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Yep.
Always gotta. Well, I actually create bundles for people. If they
Yeah.
like items, I go in there and I'll add a bunch of the items that they liked, and then I'll send them an offer. So actually, maybe I beat them to the punch.
That's cool. That's right. Yeah. Boom.
Yeah.
And send it out.
Yeah. You ain't lowballing me. I'm gonna give
I'm,
you
I'm
a
gonna
deal
give you
for
a
it.
price you cannot
Yep.
not take.
No, because actually sometimes it's worse because I give them a deal and then they want like 90% off of that price then.
Now I like that. Now I like those quiz questions. And they
Okay.
weren't as funny. There was a couple ones
I
in there.
know. I don't know what happened. I told ChatGPT to make them funny, but maybe in 2025 there's not much humor.
There's a limit to
Yeah.
it.
No more humor.
Clown core.
Yeah. Yeah, that's as funny as it got. It was clown. We talked about clowns.
That's crazy.
Like what is that? Like what?
I don't know. Like, you know what? I got to look up this up.
Core is a focus.
Core is a focus. My wife said.
So if you are cottage core, that means your aesthetic is cottagey looking.
Clown core.
It's an
Okay.
aesthetic.
It's just weird. I
Me.
can't keep up. I think I'm just getting old.
Yeah, clown core is a fashion trend that is inspired by clown attire and is characterized by bold colors, fun styles, and maximalist silhouettes.
Okay. Yeah. So, I mean, if you want to look like that, just join a circus.
Yeah. It says makeup is a key part of the clown core aesthetic. Makeup can also be used to create an androgynous look. Androgynous.
Yeah.
What word?
I don't know. It's too much. Some
Yeah,
of it.
way too much, bro. How about what's my look? Dad core.
Yeah. That Oh man.
What's your
Definitely.
look? What do you got?
I don't
I
know.
mean, you got about a dad core look too, huh?
Probably.
You got, you got the the shirt, the with the
Yeah.
t-shirt underneath.
Yeah. I don't know. I was trying to go for sports look today. I got my Orioles hat on and
Yeah, with the Oreo shirt.
yep. Yeah, I just got this hat for Christmas.
Well,
Like got
that's dad. That's a
tops.
tops. That's a dad look.
Yeah.
The sport, the sports guy.
Yeah, that's always a good thing to look like a guy that does, that enjoys sports, but he doesn't play any sports and
But he
just
doesn't play any sport.
anything.
He knows. He knows. He collects baseball cards or knows a
Yep.
little or sports memorabilia or knows a little bit about the sports. that's a
There,
real bad
there
split.
is a look to every thing there. Like it's like if you're in a certain hobby, isn't it weird or anything? I don't
Mm-hmm.
like generally a lot of people are like dressed the same or I
They
don't know.
do. They do. I wonder what like Christian core. And I guess it's a polo shirt and
Yeah,
polo shirts and khaki pants. I guess I don't know.
yeah. Have a their favorite Christian band or
Yeah,
have
favorite Christian bands on.
not only like a necklace but maybe a hat with a cross on it or something. I don't know.
I don't know, dude. Like most time, I don't know. There's a lot of people that don't dress like that and then just regular. I
Yeah,
know the one church I go to, like sometimes I'm the only person in the congregation that has a hat on. I wear a hat. Like I'm the
yeah,
only person there. What
yeah. Well,
it is
I
what it
know.
is.
I hate not wearing hats sometimes. I really.
Yeah, I gotta wear hats. I'm
Yeah.
like I'm just
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen you without a hat, except for the last week when you pulled
took
your
it off for a minute.
for yeah, it's still looking fresh and clean.
Yep, freshness so clean, clean.
Yep.
Yep.
But
Yep.
yeah, I don't. It's very rare that I don't wear a hat. I mean, sometimes, but
I look older or younger without. I don't know.
I'm not answering that.
It's okay. I'm not gonna get mad.
Sound like a trick question my wife would ask.
Yeah. Do I look fat in this? No,
Oh my gosh,
no, honey,
you're wrong
absolutely,
either way.
absolutely not. You're lying. Look
Yep.
at their face. I know you're lying. Gotta
Oh,
change my clothes. No, I'm just
all
joking.
right.
I don't know. I know we're coming to the end of this.
Yeah.
Like, you're getting silly, but
Yep. My
thank
list is
you
done.
guys for another one.
Yep. Thank you for joining us, guys.
Yep. And until next time, same bat channel, same bat station, same bat time.
Yep.
Later.
See ya.